Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to Post Cologne. Today we're taking a look at Lattafa Asad Zanzibar. All right, so it is here, the video that many of you have been asking for, the Lattafa Asad Zanzibar, the flanker to the hype machine, probably one of the most popular Lattafa fragrances, the Lattafa Asad, the Sauvage Elixir clone. We have ourselves a follow-up, flanker, whatever you want to call it, in the Lattafa Zanzibar. So pick this bad boy up for $36 at Fragrance Buy. I'll have a link down in the description if you decide you want to check this one out. Also have a coupon code. Save yourself $5 off the first purchase at Fragrance Buy if you decide you want to shop with them. Box presentation on this, pretty straightforward. Nothing too crazy special about this. Nice shimmery silver there. Has a lion on either side of that and all the necessaries on the back, but overall pretty straightforward cardboard box. Ball on this, a very familiar look to the original Lattafa Asad, just a different color. Has that band to it, has the little emblem right there. Lattafa logo sitting up top, and just kind of this nice rounded triangular bottle to it, so it's a little bit different, but overall pretty straightforward and something you're probably all familiar with. And the atomizer on this, got a bit of a pressurized atomizer, which I do like me a good pressurized atomizer. So overall presentation, pretty good. So if you're wondering what Lattafa Asad Zanzibar smells like, you've come to the right place, because I'm about to tell you. Some of the notes listed in this are a black pepper, sea lavender, coconut water, iris, salt, frankincense, and vanilla. So let me tell you what I get from this fragrance. In the opening, you get that coconut water and that iris from the mid coming through right away. A little bit of that lavender as well. But the star of the show is that coconut water and that in the iris that's coming through. Nice powdery iris that comes through, has that floral touch, that beachy sort of vibe going on when you get those coconut notes, but it has a touch of that sunscreen sort of vibe, but it's not overly sweet, it's not overly kind of lotiony, if you will. That iris balances it out a very nice. Little pinch of salt. The black pepper I don't pick up on too much, maybe just a little pop of some spice, but it's mostly that coconut and that iris, and the lavender in this just kind of elevates it, giving it that little bit of an aromatic touch to it. So really a nice opening, nice balance between that floral powderiness, that aromatic nature, and kind of the sweet, watery coconut vibe that's going on. Very tropical, beachy sort of vibes going on to this one. Just a really pleasant opening and a really nice texture. If you're into that kind of powdery iris style of scent DNA, I think you're gonna enjoy this one. As you get towards the dry down though, the coconut kind of recedes a little bit and the vanilla kind of comes forward a little more. A nice, smooth, creamy vanilla. Has a bit of a roasted feel to it coming from that frankincense. Just kind of wisps around it, kind of wraps around it just ever so slightly, giving it that little bit of depth and that darkness to that vanilla. And as you get towards the dry down, that coconut really does kind of fade in the background, and you're left with that roasted vanilla with that powdery iris sitting on top of it. That iris kind of rides through the entire fragrance and just adds that texture to it, that floral touch to it. And the dry down is absolutely delicious. Has a little bit of a gourmandy feel to it that shifts from that coconut into that vanilla accord, and it is really quite nice. So if you're into those beachy sort of vibes, if you're into that kind of sunscreen style of scent DNA, but not overly done, not overly sweet, a nice powdery iris and some creamy vanilla on the base, this one might be for you. So when it comes to the performance of Lattafa Asad Zanzibar, I get great performance off this. Projection for the first hour and a half, 2 hours, beyond an arm's length before it does settle back in. So this does really push off that coconut, iris, aromatic style of fragrance for that first hour and a half, 2 hours. In terms of longevity, I get about 7-8 hours off of my skin. I know some other people have said that they're getting like 10, 12, 16, 24 hours worth of longevity off. My personal experience, 7-8 hours, and then it really does become a skin scent. I have to get my nose pretty close to still pick up on this. So that's just my personal experience. I'm not gonna give this the certified beast mode stamp of approval yet. It's teetering on the edge, but for me personally, in the initial week and a bit that I've been testing this, hasn't quite crossed that threshold, but it is a great performer. You're definitely getting your money's worth, but not quite a beast mode in my personal opinion. But we'll see once this sits for a little while what it does, but not disappointed with performance whatsoever. So when it comes to the where and when, I think Lattafa Asad Zanzibar would be most appropriate. This is just spring, summer vibes through and through, a very casual wear style of fragrance. Going out for lunch, running errands, heading to the beach, but it does have that kind of sexiness to it, that sweet allure to it as well, especially in that dry down with that kind of roasted vanilla that comes through with those coconut notes and that iris that's just giving it that nice floral softness. I think this would be great for a date night, and you could even pull this off on like kind of a formal summer evening event of some sort. Just has that summery vibe going on to it, but it also has that little bit of mystique going on with that vanilla dry down. So I think this is a very versatile fragrance. Like I said, you can wear this to the office, you can wear this casually, out for lunch, running errands, doing your thing, dressing up for some summer fancy event. Hot to mild temperatures, I think this one's going to shine. So my overall thoughts on Lattafa's Asad Zanzibar. This is a great fragrance. If some have compared this to Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Beau, Scandal as well. In that neighborhood, similar coconut vibe that's going on, has that sweet vanilla thing going on, has that summery, beachy sort of thing happening to it. I'm not saying this is like a one-to-one of either of those fragrances, but if you're into those style of fragrances, you will enjoy this one for sure. Got that beachy, iris powdery, summery sort of vibe going on to it. Has that fun, casual sort of appeal to it, but it also has that kind of gourmandy, sexy sort of vibe as well. So I just think this is a really versatile, great spring, summer style of fragrance. Unisex, but I think this does lean on the masculine side, just with that roasted vanilla that comes through in the base. I think it just lends itself a little bit more for the gentlemen out there, but I do think the ladies could definitely wear this one. But like I said, performance, I'm not disappointed, but I'm going to say there's been so much hype around this one because the original Asad was just such a banger, probably the most popular Lattafa fragrance out there, definitely in like the top 5 most popular ones. So everyone was really excited about this one. I'm just gonna say it's a good fragrance and there's nothing mind-blowing about this, so don't overpay for this one. If it sounds like something you would like, get it for that price point. That $36, $40 price range I think is totally reasonable. You're gonna get bang for your buck. You're gonna be really happy with this one. But don't be getting the FOMO if it's out of stock and there's some sketchy eBay seller that's selling it for $70 or $80 online or something like that. Just wait till they stock up if you really want to get it. You're not missing out on too much with this one. So that's what I'm gonna say. I don't think this is a hype-worthy fragrance, but I do think this is a really good fragrance, and I am happy that it's in my collection. So all I'm saying is buyer beware. Don't fall into the trap of you must have this one in your collection and all that jazz. That's all I'm saying about this one. So overall, I am happy with this one, and I think for the price I paid, I am quite happy for this. So that's Lattafa's Asad Zanzibar. And I want to hear from you guys. What are some of your favorite summer beachy vibe style of fragrances? Comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. I love getting your different recommendations, your hidden gems, your different taste and scent profiles. Appreciate you. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time.